LDBC, this is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Let me tell you guys something. It's been an exciting night of fights. It's been an exciting night. And I'm going to tell you something right now. This fight lived up to the hype. This fight, I'm going to tell you, man, this was a good fight. I don't agree with the stoppage. I disagree with the stoppage. But let's go ahead and talk about this fight, man. I had Austin Trout winning this fight. Believe it or not, I had Austin Trout up by 1 round over Jarrett Hurd. Austin Trout, I thought he was landing more punches. I thought that he was actually setting more traps for Jarrett Hurd. I thought Austin Trout was doing more in the fight. Jarrett Hurd had his moments. He had his moments. He was definitely catching Austin Trout with that power. But I had Austin Trout winning the fight before the stoppage, man. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy that this fight was stopped. I thought the fight was stopped too early. Austin Trout got stopped, okay? Austin Trout had a titty up under his eye caused by Jarrett Hurd, okay? Jarrett Hurd hit him. I'm going to tell you something, man. This Jarrett Hurd, he's got a lot of raw potential, a lot of raw talent, this guy. But I'm going to tell you something. If he gets in there with Jamel Charlo, he going to sleep. This guy going to sleep, man. This guy did about 15 things wrong that you should never do in a boxing ring. This guy violated all the physics of boxing, and somehow he managed to win. How the hell does a guy walk forward with his hands down most of the fight, not get clocked? If he does that against Jamel Charlo, this guy going to sleep, man. I'm telling y'all. This guy kept his hands down, walked forward. It was working for him because he knew that Austin Trout, physically couldn't hurt him with any punches. Well, but you never know. As it's always that punch that you don't see coming. And that's the one that hurt. The one that you can't see coming. And then, Jarrett Hurd, he was crossing his feet. I'm like, man, is somebody not working with him to not – because, you get your feet crossed, you get hit with a good punch, you can get knocked down. You can have a damn flash knockdown based off that. Jarrett Hurd violated the laws of physics when it comes to boxing. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he does it. It just, he started taking punishment. This guy drops his hands and he walks forward, man. I tell you, I give Jarrett Hurd credit. The guy can take a punch. The guy can take a punch. There were times where Austin Trout was knocking this guy Mohawk to one side. Man, it was a good fight, man. This was a good fight. I thought Trout could have continued, man. Austin Trout, though, he fought a stupid fight toward the end. He started trying to brawl with this dude, man. And he got stunned in round 6. Trout got stunned, man. And I don't think he ever got over being stunned in round 6 because as soon as Jarrett Hurd caught this guy with an uppercut, Austin Trout lost his legs, okay? Trout lost all of his legs. And, it's kind of like Austin then didn't have the mobility after round 6. I don't even think it was because he was tired. That one shot. That one shot was a game changer, man. And Jarrett Hurd, man, I'm telling you, one punch from Jarrett Hurd, that it pretty much game changes the whole fight. It does. And that's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. Austin Trout, you can't brawl with the guy. Trout was having a lot of success. He cut Jarrett Hurd. And I'm like, okay, what are you doing? What are you doing, Trout? What are you doing? Why are you sitting in here? Why are you trying to bang with this dude? No, man, box. Do what you was doing in the first 4 rounds. That was working. Nope, didn't want to do that. Wanted to be machismo. Wanted to prove how tough he was. And, yeah, he got stopped. Austin Trout got stopped. But I'm going to tell y'all something, too. Y'all know this is also part of Trout's fault. These guys don't fight enough. They don't fight enough, man. See, this is a result. You remember Austin Trout was just in his prime? A couple of years, he was just in his prime. Now the guy's 32. These guys fight, once a year? At most. These guys got to fight, man. They got to fight. And sometimes these guys don't want to take the purses that's offered to them. And everybody want to blame Al Heyman. It's not Al Heyman. Al Heyman, these guys are getting fights. Some of these guys, they're turning down fights because they think the pay not enough. These guys, they need to be fighting 3 or 4 times a year, man. At most, they need to be fighting 3 to 4 times a year. But they don't. And this is surely, I think Austin Trout had some more fights in between. He could have won this fight. This fight was a winnable fight for Austin Trout. He was there. The fight was there for Austin Trout. Like, Jarrett Hurd gave himself to Austin Trout on a freaking platter. Austin Trout had this guy right where he wanted him, and then he tried to fight Jarrett Hurd's fight, and he got beat up for it. It was a good fight, though. I enjoyed the fight. Man, good match, man. Good matchup, man. Good matchup. But Jarrett Hurd, do us a favor. Be prepared to go to sleep if you do that against if you do that against Jermell Charlo. It's night night for you. And that, my friends, is just the way that is. This is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. I'm done. What are you guys waiting on? Subscribe.